Joseph Gilmore, and I am here for another Monday Moments with God. The subject I want to talk about today is the debt we owe. Most of us can't stand owing people. We don't like being indebted to no one. Also, being indebted to people comes with a certain sense of servitude. You almost feel like you always got to do whatever they ask or whatever they say to you because you owe them. But this is a different kind of debt. Surprisingly, it's a debt that we as Christians are supposed to always give and pay up. Paul talks about in Romans 13, verses 8 through 10, about this debt that we owe. Let me go to scripture so that we can dive right into it. All right. Romans 13, verse 8. Owe no man anything but to love one another. For he who loves another has fulfilled the law. For this, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not kill, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness, you shall not covet, and if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Love works no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. Jesus talks about the two greatest commandments. The first one is loving God with all your mind, heart, and soul, and placing him above everyone else. The second commandment is to love your fellow brother or your neighbor as you love yourself. Most of us feel like this is a hard thing to do because it's easy to love people that you know. It's easy to love people that you like. It's not so easy to love those who you don't know. And it's even harder to love those you don't like. Not liking someone simply means to just not care for their company. And then, for other cases, it's more extreme. However, the act of love is a commandment that's been given to Christians because we're supposed to show ourselves to be the salt of the world. We're supposed to stand out above anyone else, showing that we're representatives of God, who is the ultimate person of love. One of the biggest things that creates an issue is what are acts of love that you are able to give to people that you don't know? First of all, Jesus Christ talks about anybody showing acts of love to people that they know, that's already expected. He said even non-believers can do that, and they do that. Everyone knows how to show love to their mother, their father, their children, siblings, cousins, close friends. But how do you carry out the act of love to people that you don't know, especially people that you don't like, because we're still expected to show love to them? What are these actions of love? Corinthians talks about, 1 Corinthians, it talks about the attitudes of love. It's not fault finding. It's patient. Love is kind. It's not keeping record of things that you have done against the person that you may have offended. So in these acts of love, those are the attitudes of love. Certain small acts of love we can do daily. The first thing that comes to mind is an act of offering a compliment. An honest one, hopefully. You don't want to sit there and be lying to anybody. So you offer acts of compliment simply by just always thinking positively about your surroundings and the people that you're about to address, and give an honest compliment. You'll find that in doing so, it not only brightens their day, it shows a fulfillment of love that you're able to offer to a total stranger. You don't have to sit and hold a long conversation. You surely don't have to offer up something that you don't want to give away, but love in itself is sacrificial. So in offering love, you're offering up an act of sacrifice to begin with. So always have a heart to offer in showing love, because that is what you're doing. So offering up a compliment is one thing that I find that is very helpful in showing acts of love, especially to someone you don't know or someone that's a stranger. The next thing I thought was a good thing to do in showing acts of love is helping someone. I'm sure you can always find somebody that's in need of help. Most of us are waiting to be asked to help because we don't want to offer up help. Sometimes that act of help is arduous, it's very burdensome, but it's an act of love. It's showing that you care. And as a Christian, if we're asked to go 1 mile, we're supposed to already, as Jesus Christ said, be prepared to go 2 miles with them. What I used to do, I used to like doing this, is that if someone was going through something and they wanted to fast about their problem, I used to like joining in with them to fast with them. I always believe where two or more are gathered in God's name, He is in the midst. That is what Jesus Christ said. And I believe in offering that up. That was like a strong act of drawing that God's power down. So in offering up some help, figure out who needs some help. It's okay to think about who is it that I can go and help? Who is it that I can offer a hand to? The next thing that I thought was very strong as an act of love is just simply by giving. You know someone that you can give something to. It don't always have to be monetary, even though monetary helps. Offering up money always helps, but the gift could be something else. Look for someone to offer a gift to. The gift could be clothes. It could be groceries. It could be paying for groceries. It could be paying a bill. It could be something that you know is valuable to someone else that you have that you know you don't use or have any use for anymore. Offering a gift oftentimes also shows a person that you thought about them. And those are very good, very strong acts of love when somebody else shows that I was thinking about you. Another good one is praying with someone. It's one thing to always share that, I prayed for you the other day. But when you know somebody might be going through something or might be looking for something, somebody is looking for a job, you know they're looking for a job, give them a call. Obviously, if you could offer them a job, you would help them. But this act is showing them that you want to become one in their efforts in pursuing God for this thing that they're looking for in their life. So call somebody up that you know is going through something. Somebody might be trying to get pregnant. Somebody might be trying to find a spouse. Somebody might be trying to break habits. Praying and seeking God collectively creates not only a good bond between you and the person you're praying with, but it gives them more comfort and confidence in their faith in who they're believing is going to provide this blessing, which is God. And that's what we want them to do anyway. At the end of the day, we want them to know that God has sent someone that cared enough for them to join them, support them, and be a help to them in offering up this sacrifice of love, this debt that we owe. Praying for them is a strong act of love. Praying with them is even a greater act because it shows some unity and camaraderie. Offering up a gift, giving to them. You figure out what it is. You pay attention to what a need might be that could be something helpful or just a kind of gesture of a gift. Find someone that needs some help. People always need help with something, and there's nothing greater than to know that you don't always have to pay somebody. You don't always have to trick or con somebody, but you cared enough to just offer your help because you saw that there was a need for it. And a compliment goes a long way. Offering up an honest compliment, man, I like the way you speak. I like the way that outfit look. You have a very nice pair of shoes. You really offer a humble act of service every time you come around. A nice compliment goes a long way. It not only warms the heart of the person that you offer the compliment to, but it also establishes the kindness within yourself, make you feel good about your service, because oftentimes in giving up acts of love and kindness, you shouldn't always look to be appreciated for it. You should be doing it because it's the debt that we owe. So let's show some love to each other. Let's show some support to each other. And these small actions will help you accomplish that. Be blessed. And again, my name is Joseph, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.